Echoes of the War, written by Jefferson Gilbert, narrated by Thomas Torres. Introduction. War begins with whispers. Before the roar of artillery and the screech of fighter planes, before the streets ran red with blood and the skies blackened with smoke, there were whispers, whispers of unrest, of borders being drawn and crossed, of power shifting like shadows on the wall. For some, those whispers were distant, faint rumors carried by radio static, or the hesitant words of a neighbor. For others, they were the harbingers of what they already knew: war was coming. In the small, windswept town of Eldenbrook, nestled in the rolling hills of Europe, the war arrived not with a bang, but with the steady march of boots. The cobblestone streets that had once echoed with the laughter of children were now filled with the measured cadence of soldiers. Banners bearing the insignia of the enemy unfurled over town squares, their stark colors a jarring contrast to the pale stone of the old buildings. For the people of Eldenbrook, life was divided into before and after. Before, there had been harvest festivals and summer picnics, love stories and petty arguments, dreams of better days. After, there was only survival. Chapter 1. The Whisper of Bullets. The first bullet wasn't fired in Eldenbrook, but its echo reached the town long before the soldiers did. News came in fragments, reports crackling through the town's only radio, letters smuggled across borders, whispered rumors carried by merchants and travelers. For most, it was distant. Wars started in capitals, not in villages like Eldenbrook. But for Heinrich Adler, the war had already become personal. He stood at the edge of his family's wheat field, the golden stalks swaying gently in the late summer breeze. The world around him seemed peaceful, untouched by the chaos unfolding elsewhere. But Heinrich couldn't ignore the letter in his hand, its edges worn from being folded and unfolded so many times. The letter bore the crest of the Reich and the clipped language of bureaucracy, a summons to serve. Are you going to stand there all day, or are you actually going to do something? Heinrich turned to see his younger sister Anneliese leaning against the gate. Her arms were crossed, her expression a mix of irritation and worry. "I'm thinking," Heinrich said. "You've been thinking."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?